In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Hummingbot API client, that is our Python SDK to interact easily with the Hummingbot API. You just install it as easy as pip install Hummingbot API client, and it has a very clean and nice design where you just put client dot name of the router dot method, so it's very easy and well structured to know what are the available things that you can do with it. In this video, we're going to do some code examples. We're going to start getting the portfolio state, sending a report of it through Telegram, open a close position, get the candles and configure a grid strategy to deploy it, and then get the quoting resulting price of buying 10,000 USDT of a token on different exchanges. This is the repository of Hummingbot API client. I will upload all the examples here in this examples folder, and if you like the repo and what we're building, just give us a star. So let's get started with the first example. This is the repository. As you can see, we have a main async client that has all these routers. This structure is the one that I mentioned that I like it a lot. We have one file for each of the routers that we have, and we access to the routers with just client.accounts and so. You also have in the repo this examples part where you can just inspect how to use the different parts. For example, here we're going to connect to this localhost 8000, that is where the API is running. If we run list connectors, shows us all the connectors that Hummingbot has available. If we want to get the trading rules for Binance, we will get all the trading rules. So you see for each trading pair where is the minimum order amount, all that stuff. We can get the config map. This will be really important when trying to connect to an account, because this says for Binance you need to send your API key and your API secret. For Binance, let's say for OKX, you need to send the passphrase and the registration subdomain. And here you have also get supported order types. So well, these are the main things that you can get if you go through all these examples. I'm going to use this notebook to connect the accounts because right now I don't have any account connected. To check it, we can just go to client.portfolio. I don't know, get state. If we run this command, you will see that there is no state because there are no accounts. And if we run accounts and we just get, for example, list accounts, we have the master account, but if we list the account credentials for the master account, there are no account credentials. So what we need to do is to connect. So add credential, and here is asking for account name. Oh wait, so here will be account name, master account, then is connector name, Binance Perpetual. We're going to just use Binance Perpetual, and then we have credentials. That this is the part that is unstructured because, as you know, each exchange has different things to connect. So if we go here, we have Binance Perpetual API key that we have to put here. This will be your API key, and we need to put the Binance Perpetual API secret, that this will be your API secret. I will pause the video, I will connect with my accounts, and then I will show you the response. As you see, I run the code with my keys and says connector credentials added successfully. So if we run again here, await client.accounts, list account credentials for master account, we will see that now we have Binance Perpetual. And now, as we added this, if I go to client.portfolio.getState, we should see that now I have here Binance Perpetual, the amount of units that I have for USDT, well, the available units and all that stuff. So very nice, we have our first connector ready for using it.